Well, Mark has worked so hard on his technique. In the early part of his career, he had a lot of movement with his head. He was so far away with this bridge hand from the cue ball, and he's worked very, very hard on those two departments of his game. Still moves his head slightly, he's still working on that, but listen, to get to world #1, what a player.
Well, when you talk about temperament, Selby's the one to watch. Unlike other players that seem to go into their shell sometimes in tactical battles, Selby is undoubtedly one of the best of all time. You look at Higgins, Davis, all those great players of years ago, Selby is up there with the very best of them.
What we've got to remember though with Mark, he's had a lot of problem with his neck, and there's someone who had his career curtailed due to a neck problem, then it's very hard to put in the practice and the hard work nowadays, I'm sure, for Mark. But considering all that, to have had the seasons that he's had just recently, I think there's certainly a lot more to come.
Well, in Mark, you're looking at one of the best match players the game's ever seen. I've seen him play against Ronnie O'Sullivan, where he's totally outplayed Ronnie, and not many people can do that in the game. But he's such a solid all-round match player, and he's a treat to watch.
He's been coming in my club since a 14-year-old boy, playing from 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning up until midnight. Never the greatest player at the start of his career, but his professionalism has took him to be undoubtedly one of the greatest players of all time.
For someone who's hovered around the #1 in the world spot for the last few years, you might think his record, particularly in ranking events, is a little bit disappointing. Only one final of the World Championship. He wants that on his CV, and that will be his goal this season and for seasons to come. And believe me, he's capable of being a world champion.